It's a little tough to see here, but yesterday we unrolled 3 hay bales in 3 strips. You can kind of see one there, one there, one there. That'll be one spur of a shorter north-south fruit and nut shelter belt. It's going from where I'm standing to the right-hand side of the right tank. You can see in the background. And I just unrolled another 3. You can kind of see the lines of cows. This is the start of the second longest one, running east-west, also fruit and nut. There'll be a second one over by where the tractor is, running east-west, a little bit longer. And then there'll be 3 more north-south and 1 more east-west. And then the west perimeter and the north perimeter will have 2 row shelter belts. The most exposed row will be mostly Korean pine with some nitrogen fixing trees in, and the least exposed shelter belt will be all Saskatoons. So a little bit cheaper, a little bit better wind protection, just to break up the wind from these little more high value fruit and nut shelter belts. And all the acres in between all these shelter belts will be planted to silvopasture. So lots of mass producing trees, oaks, black walnut, Manchurian walnut, butternut. There's about 27 acres here. About 7.5 will end up being fruit and nut shelter belts, and the remainder will be all silvopasture. The plan is in 20 to 30 years we'll be finishing pigs on all fruit and nut pasture. But that's a long ways away. I forgot to mention, though it is a long ways away before we get any mass producing trees in any volume, in the meantime we'll be grazing these fruit and nut shelter belts with sheep once the trees get tall enough that they're out of reach of hungry mouths. And in the meantime, that is where we will be running our eggmobile with our laying hens, our second eggmobile with our replacement pullets, and all of our broiler tractors as well. So we'll be getting lots of pest control, lots of fertilization in between the rows, between the trees, and hopefully that increases the time before they start producing and decreases our pest issues. That's the plan anyway. This girl just loves to graze. 3 bales of pretty nice prairie hay over there, and she's over here picking 1/2-inch tall Kentucky bluegrass out of practically bare sand. She's determined.